Traditions, clean hands, dirty hearts, hypocrites. Matthew chapter 15. Begin to read in verse 1. Then the scribes and Pharisees who were from Jerusalem came to Jesus, saying, "Why do your disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? For they do not wash their hands when they eat bread." Just a side note here, there was traditions that the Pharisees had made up. There's ceremonial washings. There's not just your regular washings. Keep your hands clean from COVID, etc. Okay? Verse 3. Jesus answered and said to them, "Why do you also transgress the commandment of God? Because of your tradition. For God commanded, saying, 'Honor your father and your mother.' And he who curses father or mother, let him be put to death. But you say, whoever says to his father or mother, 'Whatever profit you might have received from me is a gift to God.'" There's a way they called it Corban, to get out of obeying God's commandments. Then he need not honor his father or mother. Thus you have made the commandment of God of no effect by your tradition. Hypocrites! Well did Isaiah prophesy about you, saying, "Those people draw near to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And in vain they worship me, teaching as doctrine the commandments of men." When he had called the multitude to himself, he said to them, "Hear and understand. Not what goes into the mouth defiles a man, but what comes out of the mouth, this defiles a man." Then his disciples came and said to him, "Do you know that the Pharisees were offended when they heard this saying?" But he answered and said, "Every plant which my heavenly Father has not planted will be uprooted. Let them alone, they are blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind leads the blind, both will fall into a ditch." Then Peter answered and said to him, "Explain this parable to us." So Jesus said, "Are you also still without understanding? Do you not understand that whatever enters the mouth goes into the stomach and is eliminated? But those things which proceed out of the mouth come from the heart, and they defile a man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man. But to eat with unwashed hands does not defile a man." Listen. Making your own commandments and teaching that is the doctrine of God, is the teaching of the Bible. Well, it's right here, folks. No, that's being hypocritical. You're a hypocrite if you do that. Traditions, nothing wrong with traditions, but to make them as if they were the gospel and putting an emphasis on, the external stuff. It's what comes from the heart. That is where the source of reality is. Matthew chapter 15, verses 1 to 20. Is your heart pure? Your hands may be clean. They might look good. But inside, as Jesus said to the Pharisees other times, they're unwashed dishes, dead man's bones. And just, that's it for this morning. Make sure your hands are clean. That's fine. Protect yourself. But your heart needs to be clean before God. And don't teach doctrines, your own doctrines, as if they came from the mouth of God.